Good afternoon, Winnie, Sterling, James, Roman, and Cleo. Well, before, B-E-F-O-R-E, before I read this book, I was going to tell you what the book is about. Yes, it is about a dog that makes Baxter happy. However, first of all, I want you to think happy birthday to Baxter. Tomorrow, he turns 11 years old. He is the best dog I know, better than Scooby Doo, who is also a dog. Now, Baxter is a little dog, but we all know that Scooby, a pretty big dog. So I am going to be reading about him. Let's see. Right now, he has his head down towards the ground in this picture, but I'm sure he will pick it up. And he is outside. And he is it looks like he's in a city. I see big buildings. So I will read this, and then after we go through some more words, like the word up and not and Andy are. We're going to see that word in our book. We may not see Mom. I never see his mom and dad. She does not appear in these books. Neither does Dad, which puzzles me because we know he has a mom and dad. So we are going to read this book. There are two footprints I see. And there are too many things going on for us to know just from that picture how this day is going to go. So, we have the word no and were. That'll be in our book. And I love you. So, I dropped a card. What word did I drop? Let's see if we can guess what it'll be. It'll be the word one. All right, because we're going to read one book today. So, what is this book? It is a story about the werewolf. What? Werewolf, werewolf. Scooby and the truth behind werewolves. So there's Scooby, Fred, let's see. That's Thelma, Daphne, and Shaggy. All right, let's see how the story goes. Scooby Doo and the truth behind the werewolves. Ooh, that looks like a werewolf. And that's a werewolf there. Well, they appear to be out in maybe a wooded area. And here's what it says. Scooby Doo and the gang were returning from a walk in the park. Suddenly, Scooby perked up his ears. "What's wrong, Scoob?" asked Shaggy. "Werewolf," barked Scooby. "Up there." "Really?" said Velma. "Are you sure?" asked Fred. "Do you know what a werewolf is?" Here they are looking around in the park. What are werewolves? They are legendary creatures that can change shapes. They are humans who transform into wolves. Before they change, they look like ordinary people. But after they change, they look like wolves. Yikes! Like, are there werewolves here? Maybe, said Daphne. Stories say they live in houses and apartment buildings, just like humans. Werewolves are found all around the world. Well, look at this creepy guy. So how do we know, my friend, if my friend is a werewolf? Said Shaggy. He tells you he can't sleep at night. Or his palms are hairy and he has small pointed ears. Like this. Yep, like those. How do people become werewolves? Asked Shaggy. Legend means, it's a story. A legend is a story that may not be true. Legend tells us some people become werewolves through magic, said Velma. Others change when a werewolf bites them, said Fred, or when they drink water that a wolf has touched. Look at that. Dog is drinking that water, isn't he? Yeah, that guy doesn't look too scary, although he's got a furry coat on. Scooby decided he's not drinking any of that water. When do werewolves change from humans to a wolf? Asked Shaggy. Only at night, said Fred. When the moon is full, said Daphne. That means when it's big and round. That's a full moon there. When the moon is full, said Daphne, like tonight, look for the werewolf in the moonlight. Listen for its howl. The owl goes hoop, hoop, hoop. Doesn't howl. Ooh. Like, do werewolves have superpowers? Asked Shaggy. You bet, answered Daphne. Legend says they are really strong. And don't forget about their senses, said Velma. They have extraordinary vision, hearing, and a sense of smell. Meaning very, very good sense. Werewolves are vicious hunters, said Daphne. True, said Fred. And once they taste blood, they crave it. Also, they die while in human form, said Velma. Werewolves are immortal. Means the werewolf part lives forever. They never die? Asked Scooby. Ruh-roh. Shaggy asked the question, and Scooby said, ruh-roh. So, here we have the guy making burritos because Shaggy is always hungry. So even though they're talking about werewolves, so there's an Attack of the Werewolf movie, Scooby stops to eat. Well, Shaggy stops to eat. We know if Shaggy's eating, he'll give some to Scooby. So it looks like they're in the movie theater to see this werewolf movie. Can I help change a werewolf back to a human? Asked Shaggy. Fred says, yes, but you'll need some of the werewolf's blood. Ooh. Velma says, 3 drops. Let each drop fall to the ground. Yikes! Magic. And when the 3rd drop hits the ground, the wolf changes back into a human. So here's the magic. If you see a werewolf, according to the story, which is not really true, but legend says if you see a werewolf, You need to get some of its blood and drop, just little drops, 3 drops on the ground will turn them back into a human. This is the story they're telling him. And look at this. Scooby believes that. Are werewolves afraid of anything? Asked Shaggy. Oh, they don't like wolfbane. It keeps werewolves away. What's wolfbane, Fred? Well, wolfbane, said Scooby. Oh, it's a plant with beautiful purple flowers, said Velma. Very poisonous. That's why people don't grow it in their flower beds. But it's a plant that can stop werewolves. Well, Shaggy says, now they're sitting in the theater waiting for the werewolf movie to start. Shaggy says, how can werewolves be stopped? Daphne says, long ago, doctors gave them medicine or performed surgery. Velma says, some people thought saying the werewolf's real name 3 times in a row would break the magic curse. So if the werewolf's name was Fred, you'd say Fred, Fred, Fred. But Fred is no werewolf, is he? Fred says, today they say if you shoot a werewolf with a silver bullet, you can stop him forever. They're all smiling when they tell these stories. That's kind of strange. Because he looks a little scared, and Scooby definitely looks scared. Oh, time for a review. What looks human but can change into a flesh-hungry wolf under a full moon? Asked Fred. Fred's smiling. Yow! Look at these two are really, really scared. But again, Daphne, Velma, Fred, they're all smiling. Werewolf! Shouted Scooby. Fred looked at Shaggy and laughed. Oh, boy, is this burrito hot, cried Shaggy. Shaggy said, yow, because he's telling everybody the burrito was really hot when he bit into it. But we know he probably said, yow, because he's afraid of werewolves. Werewolf. Oh, and look at that. That's the end of our story. Because there really isn't any werewolves. They were just telling a story about the movie they were going to see about werewolves. Just to try to scare Shaggy and Scooby. So, in this book, there were some words they used. Burrito, it's a Mexican food that's a tortilla wrapped around a filling. A curse is an evil spell meant to harm somebody. Immortal means you live forever. A legend is a story handed down from earlier time. Often based in fact, but it's not entirely true. Vicious means dangerous. So, this is our story today about Scooby and the werewolves. Scooby and his gang have seen a fair share of monsters. But Shaggy still has a lot of questions. Have you ever wondered how people become werewolves and where werewolves live? How to protect yourself? Scooby and the gang have all the answers. And that's what's in this book. So, I hope you enjoyed this Scooby story today. And I hope you're enjoying a nice sunny day that we have today. And playing outside or maybe going swimming. That would be fun. So I love you all. Take care and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.